And I'm joined here by members of the Scotstown Club, of course, on the run-up to this year's Greenfield Legs Senior Championship Final. Of the captain, Donal Morgan, and I have the Development Officer and Liaison Officer as well, Kevin Connolly. Donal, I suppose I'll turn to yourself first. As where any club team wants to be, preparing themselves for a county final, and you're getting used to it at this stage, third year in a row?
Yeah, I suppose you'd think you'd be getting used to it, but something that you don't get used to. It's a great buzz when you do get there. We've been enjoying the last couple of days. So now we get the head down and get ready for a fortnight's time.
I suppose looking back, as I highlighted, 2013 he's made the breakthrough back into it again. I suppose having been in the wilderness for a while. Last year going down to Clontibret by a point, back in the final this year. I'd imagine there's a little bit of hurt maybe carrying over from last year, is there?
Yeah, definitely, but I suppose there's a lot of football has been played since then, so it was certainly something that motivated us at the start of the year to get out and get the work done early and get back at it. But as I say, there's plenty of football has been played between now and then, so it's pretty much at the back of the head at this stage.
Plenty of football in the championship as well, with wins over True and obviously then over Harps as well, who would be your opposition, and Castleblaney then in the semi-final. The first two games probably we've seen the good side of Scotstown, possibly in the semi-final against Castleblaney. A little blip, you still get over it, but I suppose maybe it was a bit of a grounding for you. You realise maybe that there's a wee bit more work to do.
Yeah, well, I suppose we run into a good start against Blaney, all right, but no, you wouldn't be expecting a team like that to give it easy to you for 60 minutes. So it definitely did underline that we've plenty of work to do. Lucky enough, we've 2 weeks to get them things sorted. And
everything going well in the camp, no major injury worries or scares or concerns?
No, well, as we haven't just met up since Saturday evening, so hopefully when we do, we'll see that there's a full bill of health.
Good stuff. Kevin beside me here as well. I know you were chairman, I think, of the club in previous years when you were getting prepared for these and that as well, so you know from a club's perspective what it's like.
Yes, it's what you set out every year when you're chairman or any officer in the club is that the senior team will be in the premier day of the county final. So it's the third year in a row now we're in it. It's 4 of the last 5, so it keeps you going. That's the drive all the time, is to get to a county final and hopefully win them.
As Donal remarked there as well, I suppose even when they are coming, you're getting into a third one, you're still, I suppose, a little bit of nervousness, a lot of excitement on the build up to it as well.
Yeah, every year comes round, you think you're in last year, you learn from it and not there, but it's the same, the buzz and getting ready for it again. It creates a great atmosphere around the club, and it gels everyone together, pulls a lot of people in, the breakfast morning and all that there. It's nice to be in.
Yeah, the ball will be rolling for it all. We're only coming off, obviously, the semi-final, so you're only kind of getting back into the run of it again to prepare yourselves for it. Everybody was thinking it was going to be a Scotstown Clontibret final, and suddenly the Harps have popped up into the mix here and that as well. There'll be a little bit of going back and looking and seeing things, I suppose.
Yeah, everybody probably did talk about that it's going to be Scotstown Clontibret, and it gives you a reality check, I suppose, what the Harps did on Sunday and that there, and we'll be well aware of it. In juvenile years, both these teams battled it out right up to minors and under 21s, so it's no fluke the Harps are there. They've been knocking on the door, and they've given Clontibret a scare over the years. So look, some people is surprised and others are not, because the Harps have been about.
You'll be hoping they don't give you a scare.
Well, hopefully we got our scare yesterday and seeing what they've done, and that we'll be ready for them in 2 weeks' time. But look, given on the day, last year Scotstown's put out its favourites and hot favourites, and look what happened there.
Yeah, lessons to be learned maybe from that. Donal, I'll just go back to you. You had remarked that obviously he's met Harps earlier in the championship and had a comfortable win going on the scoreline, I suppose, on that day. But in fairness, the Harps obviously learned a lot from that game, and it's going to be a different side you'll face in the final. Obviously, finals is completely different when it comes to it too. Absolutely,
yeah. We're under no illusions that the Harps are probably the team that will have learned most from that game. They'll have certainly have their homework done by the time they get at us again. So.
And obviously you would have had a chance to see them in the semi-final and the performance against Clontibret and that as well, so I'm sure there's things you'll take away from it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. The boys, well, I suppose the management they'll do their job and get their tactics right and put a plan in place for us. It's not really for us to worry about, but the Harps certainly were impressive yesterday against Clontibret. They led from the first minute, and never really looked like losing the game.
And finally, I suppose from your own point of view, a proud day for yourself as well to be leading out your local club team into a championship final.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I can't deny that. It's something. It'll be a proud moment, but it's, I suppose the professional way to go about it will be to put it to the back of my mind, because it's just going to be a tough 60 minutes, and you can't let anything like that distract me. So.